Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam. Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam. Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. So far we have seen a competent, qualified student approaching a great teacher, and the teacher gives him the Brahma Vidya, also known as self-knowledge. Seeing the student has received that knowledge well, Guru blesses the student, and the students also express the gratitude to teacher. So now we may think that everything is over, now what is there next? So there are few points. And the most important one is Jivan Mukta Lakshana. The characteristics of a man of enlightenment who has attained this liberation while living. But this topic is such, it also gives us the glory of this self-knowledge, the glory of the person who knows this knowledge. And what do we mean by firm abidance, nishtha in this knowledge? So we'll see three topics. The glory of this knowledge, greatness of it, greatness of the enlightened person, and also what is the nature of abidance in it. So first we'll see the greatness of this Brahma Vidya, self-knowledge. In our sequence, the shloka number is 16th, which is taken from Mundaka Upanishad. Bhidyate hridaya granthih छिद्यन्ते सर्व संशयाः क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि तस्मिन् दृष्टे परावरे. Tasmin drishte, when that the absolute reality indicated by the word Brahman or Atman is realized. It is this reality which is beyond all limitations, they are called Param, but seemingly appears as conditioned by various upadhis, equipment, and therefore called our. But remember, it may appear in whichever form, but its absolute nature is never compromised. It is always the same. So in other words, when the supreme truth is realized, then asya, for that person, what happens is, Bhidyate hridaya granthih. The knots of the heart are cut asunder. They are snapped. Chidyante sarva samshayaha. All doubts, all questions which keep troubling our mind, they all are dispelled. Kshiyante chasya karmani. And all karmas, karma bandhanas, they are exhausted, completely gone. Nowadays, one word is very popular, karmic bondage, karmic results. So, the greatness of this knowledge is the person is completely freed from the bondages of karma, innumerable doubts, and the hridaya granthih, the knots of the heart, is gone. Actually, that knot of the heart is the cause of everything. Sometimes people ask, is there a book which will answer all my questions and which will answer all my doubts? Can there be such a book? Of course, such books are there, but the more you read, more questions also arise. Therefore, it is the realization, recognition of the self alone is that which answers all questions. That's why it is said, Chidyante sarva samshayaha. Now see, all our karma bandhanas are what? We perform the karmas to enjoy the experience, the result of it. When we enjoy the result, we enjoy or we suffer. Again, it leaves some impression in our mind and it goes on goading us to do that karma. So we perform the karmas to experience the result. We experience the result, which creates another vasana, desire, and again we get bound by that. So the cause of our karma is desire. The cause of desire is our latent impressions, innumerable life we have lived, and those are our inherent tendencies. They are called vasanas. Because people, their vasanas are different, therefore their desires are different, their karmas are different. But a question arises, what is in the root of the vasana itself? So it is called avidya. Ignorance of our true nature is called avidya. Our true nature is, as we already seen here earlier, it is Ananda Swarup. But when you don't know that Ananda Swarup, we think we are incomplete. We think we have to gain Ananda from somewhere else. And that is called desire. It rises from our sense of incompleteness, and a desire is a mechanism of fulfilling that desire so that we feel happy, which is a vicious circle we have seen. So avidya is at the root. From that avidya born desire, then avidya born desire born karma. This avidya, kamna, karma is here called hridaya granthih. Don't think that in the heart, there are knots are there or anything like that. Granthih means what? That binds us. So we are bound by this avidya, kamna, karma. That's why it is a tasmin drishti. When that truth is realized as our own self, so avidya is gone. Avidya born desire is gone. And such desire born karmas are gone. Not that man becomes inactive. But the karmas which were rising from sense of incompleteness, they end. To put it differently, ignorant people perform the karmas for gaining happiness. But now wise person has already realized that. So therefore all his actions are there to arise from happiness, from fulfillment. So therefore that person is not bound by karmas. Even though engaged in all karma activities, but not bound. What a wonderful state. Ignorant people, even if they don't do karmas, only they desire their wishful thinking itself, they create bondage for themselves. So glory of this knowledge is, it frees you completely, releases you from the shackles of ignorance, vasana, kamna, karma, kshiyante karma, all karmas. In Guru Stotra it said, aneka janma samprapta karma, the bandha, the karma bondage is acquired since many, many lives. But the Guru is one atmadhyana pradhanena, by giving this self-knowledge, puts an end to all the karma bandhas. So, Bhidyate hridaya granthih, the kshiyante karmani, and all our questions and doubts, they are innumerable, no doubt. But all questions are centered on three entities. One is about oneself. Who am I? What are my duties? What are my responsibilities? What is the purpose of my life? And so many are questions related to oneself. Second is this world we see. What is this world? What is the cause of this world? From where it has come? And all such questions. Is there any creator of this world? Ishvaraha, Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara. If you see the list of all these questions, they will be only related to this. What is the cause of this world? They may not ask directly what is God, but what is the cause of this world? How many questions? Countless. Suppose a person is in dream state and person has got many questions in a dream and goes on reading many books or asks someone, I have a question for you, I have a question for you. Suppose he meets with some guru or anyone. How long he will ask? When he wakes up, what the whole thing is gone? What question? Where it is gone? Therefore, the beautiful expression, nishtha eva samshaya chedini. Nishtha, this knowledge, and abidance is knowledge alone is that which puts an end to all these questions. There's nothing more to ask. What is there to ask? Of course, there is a stage in life when we have questions and we ask the teachers, the scriptures, the answer also. That gives us guideline to think, a line of thinking. At that moment, it may satisfy also, but again, some other question can arise. But that's how the process is. If you cannot tell a person, don't ask question. You realize the self and all questions will be answered. That will not help. person needs some kind of answer, line of thinking at least. Then once that spirit is awakened in the heart and the person knows how to think, then the person doesn't have to go on asking again and again. So the mantra is so beautiful. It gives us the glory of this knowledge and what a great result that we attain from this Brahma Vidya, Upanishad Vidya, that is said here. Bhidyate hridaya granthih chidyante sarva samshaya kshiyante chasya karmani tasmin drishte paravare. Tasmin drishte, when that Paramatma Swarup is realized, then only such a thing happens. Now, in the next, we'll see, next mantra, which is again from Mundaka Upanishad, the glory and the nature of that person who has realized this. Remember, that person can be man, woman, young, old, anyone. The one who has got this quest and got qualifications and finds a great guru, that person can realize. This is very beautiful mantra. Tells us what is the nature of the wise person. What is this abidance? What is the wonderful nature of that person? That we'll see now here. Praano hyesha sarva bhutair vibhati vijanan vidvan bhavate nativadi atma krida atmarati kriyavan esha brahma vidam varishtaha. Now, the person, just now what we saw, hridaya granthi gone, all samshayas gone, karma bandhanas are gone, and what he has realized, prano hi esha yas sarva bhuter vibhati vijanan vidwan. That vidwan, this person of enlightenment, vijanan, very well realizing, knowing. So yaha vidwan, that vidwan purusha, already I say it can be woman also, huh? Young, old, of belonging to anything. The one who realizes this truth, and what he realizes, prano hi esha sarva bhuter vibhati. The whole world which is filled with names and forms, and all beings, all things, like the 5 elements are there: space, air, fire, water, earth. They are called Panchabhutas. And all things made up of Panchamahabhutas are called Bhautikas. All names and forms you see, all physical bodies you see, then including the rocks and plant life, birds, animals, human beings, and Devata Lokas and all that, all Deva, Gandharva, Yakshas, all of them. What he realizes, Praana hi esha sarva bhuter vibhati. Through all these, all beings, what actually is shining is Prana. Now the word Prana is used in different meanings, like our vital air also. But here the Prana is Pranasya Pranaha, as it is said in Kena Upanishad. This is called Chaitanya Swarupa, Pranaha Atma ityartha. See, the Prana word is derived from the dhatu an. An means to move. Prana. So therefore, any energy, all our the breath, that also called prana. But the chetana, without chetana, nothing can be there. Therefore, here it is said, Praano hyesha means that is the prana of prana. All the energy there, vital force that is there, everything is there. But without consciousness, nothing can be there. Therefore, prana shabdena satyam jnanam anantam brahma. We have already seen that divyo hi amrta purushaha, that divya chaitanya swarupa, that is indicated by the prana. So the one who has realized this prana I am, and this alone is appearing in all these names and forms. Isn't it true? Jivanam sarvabhuteshu. A very fact. A person is talking. Person may be talking sense or nonsense. But he talking. His talking shows that he is living being. So through his talking also, the life is appearing in that form. Sarvabhutaihi. In and through all things and beings and their activities or functions, the wise man recognizes the presence of that Chaitanya. He said, that Chaitanya, which is me, that alone is expressing through all this. And without that, there is no existence of these things. So, pranaha hi eshat. We may say, the branches of the trees are moving. Yes, but how they are moving? Because of the air. How the air moves. So ultimately, it is through all their presence, their movements, only this prana alone is shining. Prano hi esha sarva bhutair vibhati vijanan vidvan. And that vidvan purusha who has realized that this prana I am, and this same prana is there in all beings. Next expression, na bhavate ativadi. What a wonderful nature of wise man. He does not become an argumentative person. Argument. Why people go on arguing? See, one reason he does not become arguing, he says, if I argue with this person, actually I am arguing with myself only, no? There is no one else. What happened, a logician was there. And he could not stand anybody defeating him in argument. He used to feel very agitated. And once he saw a dream. In that dream, the opponent defeated him. Or he got so agitated, even after waking up. Then his friend said, my dear, you were defeated in argument by opponent. When? Where? In dream. Was that opponent something different from you? So actually your own argument. They say, yeah, that is right. Now he should go back there and fight with that person. Or there was no someone else, only you only. You will argue about what? What argument? See, argument because we think someone else is there and that person has got different views and my views are different. And then I want to convert him or convince him and confuse him or change him and all that goes on. But why? The person says, nothing to argue. Because the truth is so evident. Now suppose that I say there is no God. All right, you say there is no God. But I know it is because His presence only you are saying and denying the existence of God. The very fact you are denying existence of God, that shows the presence of God only. Now if you don't know what is that, so why should I argue? Na bhavate ativadi. See, as far as inquiry into the truth, nature of truth is concerned, we should be very, very relentless, free from emotions, and we should see that. And the nature of truth must be realized and should be unshaken by any other kind of views and all that. I always remember one event I had read about Kabir Dashi. A scholarly person met him and said, I want to have debate with you on scriptural matters and all that. So Kabir Dashi said, why? Because I want to defeat you in argument. He said, that's all. I accept my defeat. क्या जरूरत है? You just want to defeat. Why we have to do all this kind of circus? Huh? All right. What you say is right. If some person is interested in knowing the truth, it's different thing. A jidnyasu person coming to a guru wants to know, a teaching will be there. But if just because of argument for argument's sake, it has no meaning. So, very great point is given here. See, if I argue with you, actually I will be arguing with myself only. It's futile. Praano hyesha yas sarva bhutair vibhati vijanan vidvan bhavate nativadi. Then, what is this abidance? Atma kridaha, atmarati kriyavan, esha brahmavidam varishtaha. Atma kridaha, these persons, krida, sport, is in the self, with the self only. And atmarati, revelling in the self. Kriyavan. And what is kriya? What kriya I will do? Man of enlightenment. This atma kriya, atmarati itself is kriya. Revelling in the self. If someone comes for that knowledge, sharing that knowledge with him. Not that the person becomes inactive. No. And Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji in his commentary has given beautiful meaning of krida and rati. Krida, sport, is generally bahya sadhana sapeksha. That means you need something else and then you play with it. Just a ball also is there, and then you take a ball, tappa, 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 karta raho, huh? Or you throw it and catch it, throw it and catch it. So, krida is with other things and beings. It can be relatives and friends and all that, you know. Rati means no need of any other kind of external things. Without that, think of it and priti matram. You have to eat tasty food, the food is required. But after eating, you just say, what a nice feast it was. Now nothing is required, just rati. Now, generally people are such, they need many, many relatives and friends and beings and all that. Many material things are required to play. This person doesn't need anything. That doesn't mean that running or somewhere sitting. No, even if they are there or they are not there, no difference. Ananda Swarupaha aham asmi. So my joy does not depend upon any external factor. Atmani eva ramanam yasya. So, Brahma Vidam Varisha, he is the best among the knowers of Brahman. And the question arises, Oh, there are gradations are there of knowers of Brahman. See, as long as one person has known Brahman, it is the same. If at all any kind of gradation is that how well established you are, in that you are. That's all. Any field you see, someone who has in the beginning learned some raga in the melodious music, that person also sings rag yaman or hansadhvani. And a great maestro also sings. Huh? See the difference? So the difference is that mastery. So for Brahma Vidam Varishta. So first we saw what is the glory of that knowledge, how that liberates a person. And here the one who has realized that Paramatma alone is appearing in all these forms. What is there to argue? Revelling in the self, sporting in the self with the self. That's called abidance. That is called nishtha. More of it also is said in next mantra. We'll see this topic is very, very interesting. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.